And welcome to Injustice 2. I have anticipated this game for such a long time. I wanted to do it, I have been doing it, and my god, I have gotten very far in this game. Now honestly, one of my favorite characters I wanted to always play in any DC game was Scarecrow. I loved him in the comics, I always loved him. Every iteration they always did such a good job. And now, knowing that Robert Englund voices him, it just works. Now, this is amazing, because just the character in general, and the fact that he was voiced by Robert Englund, one of my favorite voice actors ever, because, I mean, he played Freddy Krueger, I loved Freddy Krueger, just, it works. It works so well. And this is one of the cool things I always found about the gear system, not the fact that it's just different, but it also can allow you to do different stuff, like this, for example. As you can see, mine does strength and ability, but it doesn't have much defense and HP, but this one takes after that. It has more defense and more HP, but not as much strength and not as much ability. Now, originally I would put this on, but since this one has more ability and more defense and HP anyway, I'm just going to put this one on, because this one is very nice and very useful. It gives me extra XP, so I'll just keep that on. One of the other characters I really liked, but people don't like because apparently they say he's overpowered, is the Joker. Like, I get the Joker's overpowered, and I wish they powered him down a bit, but still, he's pretty damn fun to play. A couple other characters I've been playing a lot, and I've really liked, was Dr. Fate. This one is kind of the same, where this one has more strength, more defense, and more ability, but this one has more HP, meaning he's stronger, and actually take more. Another character that I really like as well is Deadshot, but surprisingly, from what I've heard Deadshot has actually been getting a lot of hate lately, saying that people that play him are a bit too zony, and they like to zone a lot. Personally, I'm not that kind of guy. I don't really like to zone because it makes me feel like I'm kind of a cheap player. I really don't like it that much, because it just makes me feel like I'm a zoner and that I'm cheap and that I suck because I can't really do stuff on my own. That I'm kind of just not a very good player in general because I don't do a good job at it. That I'm not... You get what I'm trying to say. But anyway, the concept of this game, and I personally love the concept, is the fact that you can just do all this kind of stuff. Just look at that design. That is beautiful. Personally, I would like this one better because of the gold. But this one overall is beautiful. Anyway, another character I've also gotten to was Blue Beetle. God, Blue Beetle is fun to play. Personally, his gear, some of his gear, in my opinion, looks a bit sort of bland. Like this one, for example, just removes all of his underarms. Well, all of his armor anyway for his arms, and it as much as the defense it gives me, it doesn't look that good overall, and that's why I like the transforming gear thing, but I don't have enough source crystals for that right now, so I'll do that later on in the future. Personally, I'll probably take this one and mash it into that, even though this would make that rare into a common. That defense and this appearance would still be good for me, so I'm just gonna do that in the future. Another character I loved in the original, and I'm still playing today, and probably have the most gear for, is Bane. My god, Bane is fun. Like, he's cool to play. But anyway, enough about the characters that I like to play. Let's just get straight into this. Single fight. I'll just do the multiverse because I don't want you guys to be bored just watching me beat the crap out of an AI over and over again. Who to choose? Dr. Fate's a level 3, and like this said, it suggested to have a level 5. Now, a couple level 5s I have. I don't have many, but I have Deadshot that's over level 5. Bane is a level 5. My Scarecrow is a level 10. Captain Cold's a level 3, so that won't work. I'll just go with Scarecrow because he's kind of already a level 10 anyway. Oh god, we're gonna fight Dr. Fate. This is gonna be hard. Well, not as hard as it could be, because Scarecrow is said to be a Scarecrow and Dr. Fate are said to be a matchup. So this will be difficult, but not as difficult as it could be. Because I've heard a lot of stuff about Dr. Fate being really overpowered. And that seems plausible, because I've played Dr. Fate. And he seems really OP, in my opinion. Like, I played him, and my god, the power behind this character is insane. He can do all these different stuff. He can use that little glyph ability to heal himself. It's just a bit overpowered, and it kind of makes it pointless for removing Cyborg's old ult, because what they did in this one is they removed Cyborg's old ult character ability from the original, because the character ability was he could heal himself but he could not heal himself while being attacked, and he could not attack while healing himself. But this is why I think it was kind of pointless to replace it with something else, because they replaced it with sort of this attack thing where he could spawn these explosive drones and explosive drones, and it kind of seemed pointless to me to replace that, because what ended up happening is with Dr. Fate, one of his combo abilities is this little glyph where it creates this little orb thing, and if he stands in it, it will heal him. It will slowly heal him. So I'm just kind of like, well, if that's the case, then what's the point of replacing it? But I don't want to complain. I don't want this entire video to just be me complaining all the time. Ooh, new gear. Scarecrow's gear. That gives me extra strength, but it only gives me +3. This one, Brainiac, I don't play Brainiac that much. As powerful as he is, I don't play him that much. Was that... I think that was Poison Ivy that was next, and then Deadshot's the last one. Yep, it was Poison Ivy.
A weed in my garden.
The kind that's hard to kill.
But easy to intimidate.
Begin.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that's gonna be... There we go. Right, only light characters can use that mine. I keep forgetting. Because that's the cool thing I always found about Injustice 2. Each character, depending on their sort of personalities and traits, could use different interactions in the environment. Like, for example, strong characters like Bane, Darkseid, Scarecrow, you get the idea. Strong characters could use environment interactions that characters like Poison Ivy, Batman, Robin could not. Where normally a light character would just use that bear trap. But a strong character could throw that giant tank and just attack it like I just did right there. Which is one of the things I always liked about Injustice. It kind of gave it a little bit of diversity. Even in the original, it just kind of gave it a bit of diversity. Okay, here we go.
You can't poison me.
But I can influence you.
You're gonna wager nothing, aren't you? Yep. And now she's at critical health, and goodbye.
Scarecrow wins.
Now, as much as I would love to play Scarecrow over and over, I'm not gonna do that, because then you guys just will get bored. And besides, I don't want you guys to get bored. Because that's one of the things that I've always didn't want. Because that's like a YouTuber's worst fear. YouTubers' like worst fears are like either messing up their intros or like messing up stuff.
Begin.
Or just boring the or like making their viewers bored and sort of not like them. Like, oh, your shit's boring. You're boring. Like, you don't have. You get the idea. Now, I don't want to put too much person. Like, I don't want to make it. I don't want to say too much because then I might be revealing too much. Like, I might make it a bit too personal. But yeah, that's one of the things that us YouTubers are afraid of, like messing up intros, making people bored. But like I said, I don't want to go too much into it. Oh Jesus, this firestorm is tough. No thank you. No thank you, Jefferson. I would rather not. Now another thing that I liked about Scarecrow in this game is he's basically based off one of the templates of one of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat X, and that is Scorpion. He's got the grapple of Scorpion. He's got sort of Scorpion's ranged attacks. He's also got Scorpion's teleport.
Ever see Fission up close?
Burn yourself out.
This one's gonna lose. What the hell? How did that happen? I might lose this fight. But even if that is the case, I'm still gonna kick his ass a lot. Because I am a level 10 Scarecrow, he is a level 5. So, yeah, I'm gonna kick his ass. Even if I do lose, I'm still gonna overpower this guy. Okay. Crap. Yeah, I knew that might have happened. Because
Firestorm wins.
he probably has much... As low a level he is, he's probably got much more gear than I do.
Begin.
Since this is the meta thing, since this is the meta challenge, I'm just gonna keep sweep attacking him every so often. Because that's the meta challenge. Just sweep attack him.
This will be over soon.
Now, to be honest, I didn't want to do this a lot. I didn't really want to, like, overpower my characters, so you couldn't see the development of them. But, like, that would just be boring. Seeing the development and, like, have myself get the shit kicked out of me and have to, like, restart over and over, getting new gears, just farming. As much as I would want to show you that, it would probably just bore the crap out of you.
I could torch you, you know.
That sounds terrifying.
maybe, well, that's the thing. That, if you, that's funny. He said I could torch you, and he's a scarecrow, so for some strange reason, it suddenly gave me, like, flashbacks to, like, the Wizard of Oz, or the Wicked Witch of the West would light, the scarecrow on fire. I don't know why I suddenly thought of that, but I did. And there we go. Now, I've never been able to beat these things 100%. And you can't really blame me for that, because I'm not that strong. Like, I'm not, like, people, like, super, or, like, in uncaged games where I'm, like, super OP. No, I'm not like that. I'm not, like, really OP. Like, I am powerful, but I'm not, like, super powerful. Okay, that pretty much just removes everything. Now, that's cool. It just kind of leaves him with a bare chest. Like, that's one of the things I kind of don't like about the gear system, is that the most powerful gear pieces have no appearances at all. Like, when it comes to these commons, the most powerful common gear pieces have no appearance whatsoever. So it just kind of leaves it blank like this. Which is kind of disappointing in my opinion, but it's still good anyway. Oh god, Soaring Murder. Yes, Soaring Murder's good, because Soaring Murder can just throw crows at people, because the Toxic Breath, as long, like, the Toxic Breath is it can be very long, it can just sort of constantly. Sorry for that noise, ignore that. Ignore that noise completely, I don't know why. Seriously, sorry, just ignore that noise. But anyway, Soaring Murder is really good for Scarecrow because it replaces his Toxic Breath, which is sort of a medium-ranged attack and doesn't last very long. Like, you can extend it, but it still doesn't last quite long. But Soaring Murder is very good because it replaces that with a swarm of crows that he can just send at his opponent. Like, it's a very long-ranged attack. It basically gives him a long-ranged attack, which is very useful. Currently, I don't have any accessories for him, which I kind of found sad. Because I love this guy's I want an accessory, but I've never gotten the chance to get any accessories, because that's the one thing I don't like. Like, I like the gear system and all, but one of the things I don't really like about it is the concept that the gear system is completely randomized. So no matter what you do, you're always going to get random gear, and you're not going to get the gear for the character that you actually want. Which is kind of sad, but it's better than just having, like, no gear at all. So, like, as much as I don't like it, I can deal with it. Ooh, this one has an augment. I'm gonna check that out, actually. God, Dexter. He's adorable. I love him. Like, Dexter was always one of my favorite characters in the Red Lantern Corps, just because it's adorable, and I'm kind of a cat person, so it's just kind of like, every time I see him, it's just like, oh my god! Yeah, I'm just gonna swipe through these guys' ears very quickly. I might play Batman as well, because I have tons of gear for Batman, but I don't really play him that much. This one, nah, as much as high level it is, I'm just gonna keep the ice tank. Catwoman, personally not my favorite, but I still play her. Darkseid is OP. Like, I played him a lot. He's overpowered. He can just sort of combo you as much as he can, and I mean his character ability is literally a combo starter. Well, one version of his ability is a combo starter. This armor, as cool as as powerful as it makes me, and the augment is nice, it just kind of makes his hips a bit too thick. But I'll still get it anyway. So yeah, next round I'll be playing Deadshot. So, next round in the multiverse, I will be playing Deadshot. One of the reasons is, like I said, I need that gear piece, and another reason is because, well, I've heard Deadshot gets a lot of hate.
Deadshot.
Okay, level 5, Black Adam. Black Adam, I've heard, is also overpowered because of the reason people are saying he's OP, because he's got like a ranged grab and stuff. Personally, because of that, I believe those rumors to be true.
A mere mortal challenges me.
You're all done playing God. Begin.
Personally, I've never fought Black Adam because the fact that those rumors are I've watched videos of those rumors, and because those rumors are actually true, I don't much want to mess with Black Adam. Because he can't, that's the thing. Those rumors, after watching videos, I discovered those rumors to be true, so it kind of scares me to run into Black Adam. Because he's not as overpowered as people say he is, but he's still pretty overpowered.
You're not bulletproof.
Like that, for example. He can just keep hitting you with ranged attacks. His like, that's the thing with Black Adam. He's like Deadshot, he's mainly ranged. He's just sort of all ranged attacks. Just lightning bolt, lightning explosive timed, time mine. Which is just sort of beep, 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 beep. Yeah. That's the one reason I don't like fighting Black Adam, because he can just do stuff like that. He's both close-ranged and long-ranged, which makes him very deadly. But if you stay, like, middle ground, if you are good, if you're perfect enough and you learn him, like, fight him enough, which I haven't, you will be able to find that middle ground and sort of stay in that middle ground and avoid him. Oh god.
Hola, amigo.
Don't butcher my language.
Fine, I'll just butcher you.
That's one of my favorite lines for Deadshot and Bane. It's just kind of funny. Well, it's kind of grim but funny. Also, Anarchy's truck over there. Yeah, that, not many people notice that anymore. It's, that sort of dark red A on that truck over there is, probably is for Anarchy. Which, Anarchy was actually one of the coolest characters in the Arkham games for me. Like, for being a young kid that just wanted a bunch of freedom, like, for a young kid that wanted to be free and have, like, no rules and no government, he was still a pretty cool character. Now, if you notice, I do zone with Deadshot, but not as often as other people do. I only zone if I absolutely necessarily have to. For example, I will zone like that, but sometimes I'll go up close like this. So I don't necessarily zone. Missed me, Bane. Okay, I'm just gonna use my super move here because my super move might finish him off. Personally, I love Bane, Deadshot's super move.
Deadshot wins.
There we go. Just what I needed him to be. Ooh. It's got an augment as well. Yeah, why not? Then we got a Catwoman. personally, I didn't like Catwoman that much in the original because she was kind of overpowered.
I doubt it.
I'll take one of those 9 lives then.
Begin.
Because she was kind of OP in the original, but I like her in this because they kind of toned it down a bit. Like, she's still powerful, but not as powerful as she was in the original. They kind of still toned it down a bit. Like, she's not as powerful anymore. They kind of toned her down, which I really appreciate, because most of the characters I would fight in this game in the original was Catwoman, and oh my god, I had such a hard time. Like, it annoyed the crap out of me.
Yet. Easiest paycheck ever.
Now, personally, when it comes to these AI, I kind of cheat the system. Well, not really cheat the system, I just sort of am smart about it and do this. Go to the very edge of the map, wait for them, jump over them, shit. Not that big of a deal. I still have much more health than her. Although, that plan that I just had right there kind of backfired because that ult really puts a difference between you and Catwoman. Meaning you're gonna have to go all the way back to get to her. No. Okay.
Thought you were a skilled killer.
Just wearing you down.
Bong. I'm gonna try. Never mind. That's one of the things I do with the AI, because since the AI can sometimes be pretty stupid, I will, like, try to lure them into, like, the corners of the map and area transition them. Come on, gold mother box, gold mother box. No? It's fine. At least I got a regen token. And this time, I'm gonna try Scarecrow, but with my different loadout.
Scarecrow. Begin.
So yeah, now I'm gonna be able to pack much less of a punch, but I will be able to take more damage. Let's just watch. She still deals 100 damage to me, which is probably because of her gear. Her gear's probably making her a lot stronger. But she still isn't dealing as much damage as she could. Because if I had my normal loadout right there, she would probably be dealing a lot more than just 100 damage. There we go.
Scarecrow wins.
I'm personally gonna try to get my Scarecrow. Out of all the characters, I'm gonna get to level 20 first. I'm probably gonna get my Scarecrow to level 20. Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. A Scarecrow accessory. There we go. We finally got an accessory. Now, I want to see this. Okay. Just wait.
What do gods fear?
I do not have such weakness.
Even gods have doubts.
Oh, that's cool! It turns his sickle into like a scythe. It's like a mini scythe. That's cool. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, okay. Don't spend any meter.
Sense your bread.
It doesn't want me to spend any meter during the match. I can do that. See, this is what I mean. I just sort of lock the AI in the corner, push him back, and just wait till like an area transition. But it doesn't really matter because I still killed him either way.
Scarecrow wins.
But yeah, out of all the characters I'm going to be leveling up the most, I'm probably going to be leveling up my Scarecrow. Because if I get my level Scarecrow to level 20, I'm going to probably get a lot of... Because level 20 is when you start getting epic gear, so yeah, he's probably going to be my first character to get epic gear for. And then my second character I'm probably gonna get epic gear for will probably be Deadshot.
Death.
A warrior fears nothing.
Keep telling yourself that.
Begin.
Hail Demeter!
Crap, I forgot to add the crow thing to Scarecrow's second loadout. So this might be a problem. But yeah, this is usually what I do. I sort of back the AI in a corner,
Hail Demeter!
back them up, and area transition if I get the chance. Shit. Okay, didn't do that much.
Aphrodite forbids you.
Because that's right. The shield cancels that. Oh, so you're a blocker. That's one of the things I'm afraid of. Like, that's why I don't use that strategy very often. Because as much as I would like to use that strategy, it doesn't work very often because there's always the constant reminder in my mind that they could grab me and do the area transition with me instead. Because that's one of the problems.
Enough of your tricks.
This isn't over yet.
That's one of the problems. I might actually win this. I might actually win this. Ha! She hurt herself! Oh my god. That is hilarious. Wonder Woman hurt herself. Because I had... What was it? I had my character ability on. And when my character ability, it's a fear meter thing, and when it gets all the way full, it will deal it deals damage over time. That's the hilarious part. Since I still had it active when she grabbed me, she was dealing damage to herself. So, when I got close enough to her, it dealt, like, small amount of damage to her over time, so it just sort of That is hilarious. Sorry if that laugh ear raped you. Terribly sorry. Another poison ivy.
You rejected your own people,
For being botanophobes.
said the anthropophobe.
Begin.
I didn't know what the one she said. I didn't understand the word that she said, but I understood the word that Scarecrow said. He said anthropophobe, which I know anthro means like taking animals or like plants and other things. Like things that are like like alive, but at the same time not human, and turning them into human. Like giving them human personality, human characteristics, like making them walk on two legs. So, my guess is what he was referring by anthropophobe is that she is the one, because that's what she is. She's an anthropophobe. She's an anthropomorphic. She turns her plants are anthropomorphic. Her plants are living creatures that have her plants are different from other plants because they have human characteristics like legs, teeth. So yeah, technically, she is an anthropophobe. But I didn't understand what she meant. If any of you understand what she said, because it went very quickly, and I couldn't understand what she said, but she said, like, biophobe, something, like, be something phobe. If you guys could, like, rewind the video, and, like, search that up, and tell me what it is in the comments, I would very much appreciate that, because that's interesting. Okay, light attacks. I could do that. I've done combos before with light attacks. Oh my god, that's cool.
People fear the Flash now.
Yeah, I gotta fix that.
Why on earth would you want to?
Begin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. People do fear the Flash now because Flash in Injustice 2 in this game, this is Regime Flash, because just like in Injustice, the original Injustice, Regime Flash ended up quitting the regime and joining the insurgency. So because Flash in Injustice 2 and Injustice are the same character, and because now that the Flash in this world, in Injustice, is a character and because the Flash in this world is a character, the Flash in the game is a character who joined Superman's regime and then quit to join the insurgency. People kind of are afraid of him now because he used to be a bad guy, which makes perfect sense. What else do we get now? Nah, I'll keep that for my second loadout. Oh god, Superman. Superman is not as OP, but he's still good. He's still powerful.
What keeps you up at night?
Criminals like you.
So we do scare you.
Begin.
That's soaring murder. It's basically just a long-range attack. And traumatize. Now, that you're probably going like, Wow, waste! What a waste of a super character ability. Like, Traumatize is supposed to be a combo starter. I know it's supposed to be a combo starter, but I can use it as a finishing move if I want. Like, I will take your opinions. Like, I'll listen to you guys, but you don't have to force me to do stuff. So please, don't, like, if I do stuff wrong and shit, like, if I make mistakes and shit, and I do something wrong, please do not rage out on me. Please don't tell me, like, wow, you suck. Please, just don't do that. Because, I mean, it really doesn't affect me at all, but I just don't like it. It doesn't really affect me, like, no skin off my back at all, but still, just please don't do it. You don't have to do it. It's not necessary. Extra damage to lanterns. Interesting. So yeah, loadout 1 is probably my strongest overall. Don't care much for Gorilla Grodd. Sorry, I'm being very quiet. Sorry that I'm being very quiet. It's just, I normally do that. Like, whenever I'm just sort of doing stuff, I just sort of be quiet. Time to open up those gearboxes. I'm gonna keep the original. Because, I mean, the XP's good. Like, extra XP, whenever you get the chance, always keep an object that has extra XP for your character. Because it's gonna be very useful in the future. Oh, that's cool. I might keep that for the second loadout. So this loadout right there that I have will probably be for normal battles. So yeah, this helmet I have right here will probably be... Sorry, this loadout will probably be for normal fights. And this loadout... No, actually, what I should do is swap these loadouts out. So instead, I'm gonna have this loadout be for multiverse. Be for multiverse fights. And have this loadout be for normal fights. Oh, yeah. Mwah. It even has the same augment. And now, with this, I might actually start playing the Flash. You know, this color scheme with this suit gives me like a lot of, what was his name? Godspeed vibes. Godspeed, yeah. That's giving me Godspeed vibes.
The Flash.
Now I'm just gonna do this for the sake of doing this. And by the time that this thing ends up hitting, what is it? An hour, I'm gonna just be ending this, and I'm just gonna be farming. Yeah, I know you guys are probably gonna want the video to be longer, but YouTube restrictions and all that. And just for this occasion, I'm going to be equipping this loadout. Well, not this loadout, but maybe, yeah, my AI loadout with the reverse Flash skin. Okay, it's been an hour, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I sure as hell enjoy this game, and just please, if you enjoyed it, give this video a like, and subscribe. Sweet dreams.